You know for a fact I love food. We got to talk about food. Apparently Dylan uploaded a video saying like he tried every single level of steak. I'm super curious.
And this guy, it was an everyday meal for a lot of people, not just a luxury. So
I never had steak in my entire life. Like that specific type of steak. Nope, never had it. I did bought me a Japanese Wagyu steak or so, but it's like a thin one or so. It's like a thin steak or so, but I do have it over there though.
what happened?
And I haven't cooked them yet. I have not cooked them yet whatsoever. But I also did bought a because they were selling it in a store, American Wagyu steak or so. That's what they have too as well. They were selling them at a pretty good deal during the time of it. There is one specific store that I have that they do have Japanese imported Wagyu steak or so. They actually do, except it's expensive. It's fucking expensive though. I would totally love to buy it in order for me to cook it. It would be pretty nice. Just to try it out at least,
I'll be trying different levels of steak from the cheapest all the way to the most expensive to see how it's evolved and ultimately find out what price points is the most worth it. Starting with level 1 at the Original Market Diner in Dallas, Texas, where I just ordered their famous steak and eggs. Alrighty y'all, so the food should be arriving shortly, and the crazy thing is, this entire meal only costs about $21, which is going to be the cheapest steak in this entire video. And since it is breakfast, I also got a coffee. Now, for those who didn't know, steak and eggs actually originated in Australia back in the 19th century. It was then brought to America by U.S. Marines due to...
Really? So it wasn't in... interesting. So it came from Australia. Australia made the steak and eggs, huh?
it being
I thought that was an American thing.
Pre-combat, high-protein breakfast.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Anything else?
That should be it.
You enjoy?
Ladies and gents, here we have my steak and eggs. Right here we have a
I guess the more
beautiful
you learn, I
strip
guess,
loin,
you know?
2 over easy eggs, a side of crispy hash browns, and some toast. Maybe this is because I haven't eaten
So
any.
wait a fucking second. So then what the fuck did America make anyways? I'm curious what foods they actually made.
Anything today, but oh my lord, this looks pretty good.
Now, the main reason steak and eggs is considered one of the cheapest ways to consume a steak is due to the fact that it's traditionally made with a cheaper and a thinner cut of meat, like a sirloin. What's really cool about this, though, is because it's always been super affordable, it's served as an everyday meal for anyone doing physical work, like farmers, railroad workers. You get the gist. I'm honestly very excited to go through all of the different price points of steak and in turn learn about all
Hot
the
dogs,
history
barbecue.
starting here at level 1. But before I cut into this, I will admit, when it comes to steak, your boy is a little picky. To me, the perfect steak should be cooked medium to medium rare. Otherwise, it's dry, chewy, and way too tough to eat. Since this is coming from a diner though, my expectations weren't too high.
I was honestly expecting this to be overcooked since it's such a thin cut, but y'all, this is absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty y'all, cheers. So right off the bat, the steak is definitely a little bit chewier than I'm used to, but I'm okay with that because I think as a whole, this is a lot better than I thought it'd be. Flavor-wise, the steak is seasoned very well. Salt, pepper, I think I'm tasting a little bit of garlic. Pretty much your typical solid steak. Beefy, salty, simple, but most importantly, it's doing its job. Obviously, I don't work on a farm, but I feel like after eating all this, if I went to the gym, I would have a lot of energy.
Alrighty y'all, so my meal is complete, and because
Never
this
had
was
steak and egg.
level 1, I feel like it's very fair and obvious to say this was not the best steak I've ever had in my entire life, but it wasn't bad. Maybe it's because of the diner itself, but this was a lot better than I expected it to be. At the end of the day though, what I just ate was essentially steak in its most basic form. And the question now is, what happens when steak stops being an everyday food and starts becoming more of a night out?
Jesus.
Ladies and
That
gents,
looks
we've
so
officially made it to level
fancy.
2, the legendary Dunston's Steakhouse.
This restaurant is the oldest steakhouse in Dallas, having been
Hey,
around
Stefan.
since 1955. Famous for their old school mesquite grilled steaks, this is the
1955.
kind of place most people actually go out for. I cannot believe I've never been to a place this iconic, even though I've lived in Dallas almost my entire life. So without further ado, let's head inside. Also,
steak is
before
the
any
cheap
Dallas
one
locals
I
come
can
at me in the
afford.
comments, I'm actually at
That
Dunston's
is
second
true.
oldest location that was established in
Yeah, all of this is in
1969
Dallas
because
or
the
in Texas
original
in
location
general.
was renovated back in the 90s.
Because I heard steak has like what? I mean, not steak. I mean, Texas has like the best barbecue in the world. Apparently, is what is well known for Texas.
So technically, I feel like this is the new oldest one.
Alrighty, so I just got seated, and right off the bat, this place gives off way
Damn
different
right.
vibes than level 1 for obvious reasons.
Maybe
First
one
off,
day I'll
this
try
place
it.
is packed, and I'm pretty
Barbecue
sure I am
chicken,
the
barbecue
only
ribs,
person in this
barbecue
entire
steak.
building that's here by myself. Now that I think about it, since this
Never
is a
had
place you
ribs,
go
never
for
had
a night out,
steak,
I
never had
probably should have brought
barbecue
someone.
chicken.
But
I had,
I
like, the
am
Mexican
down.
version.
The inside of the
it, but,
restaurant
like-
definitely has that old school steakhouse vibe with its classic booths,
But it might be a
beautiful
little
light
bit different compared to
fixtures, and not
Texas's
to mention
version.
all of the old photos highlighting their history, which I thought was really cool.
Now, even though the steakhouse is obviously very nice, the reason why I'm only considering it a level 2 is because the actual steaks themselves aren't that expensive. As y'all can see, they have a New York strip starting at $27,
Ay,
a T-bone
puta.
at $45, and a bone-in ribeye at $49.
These prices
That's
are
expensive,
fantastic,
man.
especially
What do you mean that's not expensive? This motherfucker. It's like, it's not really that expensive. That's expensive to me.
because as more and more
What the
luxury
hell?
steakhouses pop up,
Dunston's
can afford this shit because you have millions of views on your YouTube videos, okay?
thrived on its regulars. There's
Where's
also this
the
interview I
$2
found
steak
from the
at?
current
Not
owner and
expensive?
original
This
founder's
guy is
son,
living
Chad
high class
Dunston, where he
society, to
says,
be
and
honest,
I
to be
quote,
saying it's
you
not
go
expensive.
to a high-end steakhouse once a month. You come here once a week.
What a great line. I love it.
What the fuck? Excuse me? You come here once a week? Who the fuck comes to that once a week? What? And
Now, I forget if this is common at other
That's
steakhouses,
crazy.
but they
That's
also brought
crazy.
out this bowl
Too
of
crazy.
fresh homemade baked bread, and I think this is honey butter. Before I order, I gotta try this. Oh my lord. I don't know how many of y'all are fans of Whataburger, but this puts their honey butter to shame. Holy guacamole. That's good.
Some order has just been placed, and I gotta say, y'all, even though this is only the level 2 steakhouse, I am wildly
that level 2 is expensive, bruh. What are you talking about?
impressed. It also makes me even more excited for the level 3 steakhouse.
I'd be
because
lucky
that
to even
spot
go.
is gonna be absolutely bonkers. With
Well,
that
I'm glad
being
he
said,
makes enough to
there
consider
is
it cheap,
another
I
level
guess
of
so,
steak
I
that I haven't
guess.
talked about too much
Because that ain't cheap to me, in my personal opinion.
that I also believe deserves some love. And that's the steak you can make right at home, quick and easy, especially with the help of today's sponsor, Home Chef.
Home Chef is a
Wow, that's
meal kit
crazy.
service that delivers everything you need to cook
really?
fresh
It's like
meals
it's
right
like
at
that
home.
one
Since
other
I'm super busy
one.
this week and don't have time to grocery shop, I ordered a few meals from them.
Anyways,
Oh my gosh. This looks phenomenal. Y'all, here we have my mesquite grilled bone-in ribeye, a side of sauteed broccoli, and some thin, crispy onion rings. I had to get the bone-in ribeye because that is literally my favorite cut of steak. I feel like it has the
catfish
perfect
is
balance
really
of
good. Yum yum.
beefy and fattiness to it. I also had to get it because it is the most expensive steak they have on the menu while still being under $50. That's crazy. Obviously, since this is a very nice and well-established steakhouse,
Man, you living the good life yourself to afford these kinds of things, in my personal opinion.
I did ask for the steak to be cooked to medium rare. Let's see how they did. Ladies and gentlemen, the cook on this is absolutely ethereal. I don't know, I'm running out of adjectives. I'm trying. On a real note though, this steak looks so freaking good. Not only does it have perfect grill marks from the mesquite grills they have in the restaurant, you can smell the smokiness. Oh my lord, I cannot wait to dig in. Wow, that is
It's
beautiful.
crazy that he thinks that
Cheers.
isn't expensive. I don't know, man. I find that pretty expensive to me, to be honest.
Oh man, that is good. Hold on, we're going for a second bite. Wow, 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 wow. That is seasoned so well. And because these are mesquite grilled, you can taste that smokiness, which you're not gonna get out of like 99% of other steakhouses. This is really freaking good. Because it's a ribeye, like I said, it's that perfect balance of beefiness, fattiness. It's super tender.
I feel like a mom and pop shop can probably match it, or if not make it better, to be honest, compared to this high class steakhouse. This looks like a high class steakhouse.
Easy to chew. I am in the middle of absolutely demolishing this steak, but don't you worry, I will eat my veggies as well. Cheers. Look at me. Getting fiber, I think. I don't know. Does broccoli have a lot of fiber? Obviously, I can't forget about the onion rings. I like that they do them thin. It's pretty nice. Those are some good onion rings. Even after a few minutes of being on my plate, they're still crispy, but at the same time, they're like light and airy. That's really good. After killing almost this entire plate, I have some thoughts. I find it so unbelievable that everything that I just ate costs less than $50. I've literally had steaks at other, fancy, luxurious steakhouses that cost, I don't know, 2-3 times this amount, yet they pale in comparison. The regulars here will
Yeah, but this looks like high class though.
probably hate me for saying this if it comes true, but I genuinely believe that Dunstan's could charge way more. The question is, why don't they?
After finishing my meal and paying the bill, I actually got a chance to answer that question by meeting with someone very, very special.
All right, guys, so this is a pretty crazy moment for me. Right next to me is the founder of Dunstan Steakhouse, none other than Gene Dunstan himself. It is very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
First things first, I just want to say steaks here, absolutely fantastic. I have a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you. When I
If
was
I ever took my family there, I'm gonna tell them we're sharing one steak. It's just crazy he thinks that isn't expensive. Yeah, that's more like a diner. There are many other cheaper places that'll give you the same cut for cheaper. That's what I'm saying.
researching the place, I learned that originally the building
Because that's
was
how it is for
called the
tacos
Gene's
too as well. Like there's
Wheelin'.
places like they sell like very expensive tacos where I live or so. But then it's like, like if you go more down the street or more further away or so, you can still get like the same kind of tacos but at a cheaper price.
What
know?
made you change it into a steakhouse?
Gene's Wheel In was a drive-in. We had curb service, had car hop. That was in the 50s. In the 60s, we converted it into a steakhouse. That's when we changed the name.
What made you want to do steaks?
I used to go to Kirby's Steakhouse on Greenville Avenue. You could go there on Wednesday and he'd have a line out the door.
One of the main things that I noticed while
Homemade
I
mac
was
and cheese
eating
and
here
homemade
is
mashed
that the
potatoes
prices
is the
are like
best.
very affordable. How did it
Mashed
feel when,
potato.
you know, a bunch of these like big expensive steakhouses started opening?
That's what helped us.
Never really
We
made
just
homemade
said
mac and
expensive
cheese, to be
steakhouses.
honest.
Right.
I could still afford to eat here without taking out a bank loan.
Gotcha, that makes sense. One thing in specific that I noticed on the website is there's a quote on there that says, Gene Dunstan understands the value of $1 and passes that value to his customers daily. What exactly does that mean?
I've got to say it, you know, if you give somebody their money's worth, they're happy. Give them a little more than their money's worth, they can't wait to tell everybody.
I love that. Well, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
After talking to Gene, it became very clear that these steaks have always served a very specific purpose, and that's to give everyone a great steak dinner you don't have to save for a special occasion. All right, y'all, so we've officially made it to level 3, and behind me is a restaurant called Nick and Sam's.
Nick
Established
and
in
Sam's?
1999, whether it's their exclusive cuts, celebrity clientele, or the fact that multiple news sources say they're one of the best steakhouses in the entire country, it's obvious that Nick and Sam's represents steak at its highest level. After having a solid steak at Dunstan's, I am very curious what they do differently here to justify the price. The good news is, I'm actually here before they open to meet someone who can help me understand it all. So, without further ado,
The owner?
let's head inside.
I feel like this specific video feels like it was planned. I don't know, man. I feel like this video is like somewhat something planned, especially getting an interview, especially with the owner of the actual restaurant itself. I'm just saying.
Feels a little bit off.
Hello, how's it going?
This is Samir. He's the head chef here at Nick and Sam's.
Why
He's
only some
been
real
in
food, none of that
for over
low-class food? Your
25
mama's a
years,
low-class
making him
food.
the perfect person to show me what steak
That's
looks
why
like at
she'll
the
let me
highest
eat
level.
out her
What makes
out
the
her
steak
ass for
here
$1.
better than everywhere else?
We buy the best.
You buy the best.
You have to buy the best. To serve the best, you have to buy the best.
I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what Chef Samir meant by that. So in my own pursuit of more knowledge, I had him lead me to where they kept the meat.
Holy cow. I don't think I have ever seen this much meat in my entire life.
We just got a delivery in, so.
This is crazy.
As y'all can see, this walk-in features a bunch of different cuts of steak, each individually labeled. It's no doubt these aren't your regular slabs of meat.
Hold on, go back. You got Ami, Miyazaki, Hokkaido, ribeye, Hokkaido. Render? I can't tell what the other. This is another Hokkaido. Japanese, Australian? Australia, yeah.
So the question I had was,
What makes these steaks like so different from other places?
Straight to
Every
Arby's
steak
because
is
they got the
different.
meat.
When I opened Nick and Sam's, I went through every item on the menu, and I wanted the best. I wanted to be treated the best. So if I'm buying
Ay puta madre, holy shit, did you see the prices? A prime bone and fillet, 120, dry aged long bone cowboy 175, dry aged Duroc pork chop $52, grass fed Australian fillet 75, surf and turf 150, a prime aged porterhouse 48 ounces 225. Ay puta, Jesus Christ, holy shit, dude. That's insane, dude. That's some insane money price right there.
Be treated the best. So from buying prime meat to making sure it's aged just right, my theory is you buy the best. You don't have to do a lot to it. You serve it the way it is and let people enjoy the natural.
So you don't season it, you just cook it and serve it the way how it is? What?
Flavor of
Those
beef.
prices
After
are cheap,
explaining
your
that,
mom
Chef
is
Samir
cheap.
went
That's
ahead
why I
and
can
showed me
afford her
some of
every
their
single night.
various high-end cuts, like this prime-aged ribeye, and even this insane 41-ounce, 41-day dry-aged bone-in tenderloin called the Dirk, named after Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
What makes it, you know, I guess like the perfect cut?
I think you're looking for the internal marbling, not too much, not too little. That's what you want. Too much marbling means too much fat.
Right.
I believe just the right amount of marbling in there, that's the age factor. So our steaks, or these especially, are dry aged for 55 days, and then we get them in, and then we age them a little more here in the walk-in, just to give it that extra cut.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Having an actual chef explain things to me for once is very nice. Because normally it's me just rambling about things.
I was also shown their various cuts of Japanese wagyu.
Oh, it is Hokkaido tender. I was correct, actually.
Samir explained to me that these steaks are all sourced from different regions of Japan.
Miyazaki, Hyogo, Gifu, Hokkaido, Miyagi, Shiga. My bad.
And they all have their own unique flavor profiles. After seeing this extraordinary collection of steaks,
Interesting.
one very important question did come to mind.
What is the most expensive cut of meat here?
I would
No,
say.
tell me about it. I'd probably share that steak or
the
so
true,
with
the true
another
Kobe,
person,
which
and
is
that's pretty
also
much it.
called Hyogo. It's from the Hyogo region, and this is your true
Hyoga.
Kobe. You know, that's what it
Holy
is.
cow.
And if you look at the marbling, it's intense.
Not only is this arguably the highest quality of beef one can get, but I did some digging and it turns out less than 150 restaurants in the US are actually certified to sell authentic Kobe beef.
It also costs you a lot to source, right?
It does. We pay the Japanese Beef Council a fee every year for us, and they allow us to carry it.
So not only is it expensive to source, you have to go through like hoops just to get it. That is insane. Now, obviously having
That's
a very
wild.
high quality piece of meat is important, but the thing is, if you can't cook it right, then it doesn't even matter.
Taking that into account, I wanted to do something I don't normally do on this channel, and that's get into the kitchen myself.
So obviously I can sit here and have Chef Samir explain how to properly cook the perfect steak. Getting hands-on experience is always gonna be better.
Chef Samir then brought out 4 gorgeous cuts of steak that after we finish cooking, I'll actually get to eat, so hopefully I don't mess this up.
What we use, we do a special salt and pepper mix, straight kosher salt, black pepper.
Gotcha.
And that's what we use for all our steaks, nothing else.
Just salt and pepper.
If you're gonna buy something good, why mess with it? Let its flavors speak right there.
Funnily enough, I've heard this.
Yeah, but you tell that to Guga or so. Guga makes experimentations with steaks and everything, and they all come out relatively pretty good, you know? Especially with different seasonings and whatnot, so... Just saying.
Same thing about really good barbecue. Just salt and pepper too.
Yeah, sure, I guess. I've never done barbecue. So.
To start, I watched Chef Samir season one of the steaks, and then it was my turn.
Okay, so just a handful of salt,
A decent amount, yeah.
and then just kind of higher up. I don't want to make a mess.
That's okay, we make a mess all the time.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Or
I would go a little bit more.
more? Okay.
Just pat it down so it kind of sticks to it.
So like pat it down here, kind of like this.
Next thing
See,
he's
I
gonna
know how to
say,
make a steak, but I feel like
unseasoned
because I'm
chicken
in a
is
professional
best.
kitchen, I'm just more nervous.
Well, flip it
High
over.
quality
Same thing on the other
unseasoned
side.
chicken is the best, is what he's gonna say. A5 teriyaki chicken is gonna be the best,
So this is a
you know?
Montague broiler, which about 2100 degrees from the top, really, really hot.
So this might be a dumb question, but how can you tell when it's perfectly done?
So that's the beauty about the guys I have. Some of my guys, 70% of my kitchen guys have been with me since day one. That's 27
amazing.
years. These guys got it perfect. They have a system back here where
marshmallow.
they know which is medium rare, which is medium well, which
Is it just by instinct?
instinct, feel, that's it.
That is crazy. I would assume that like a steakhouse of this caliber, you know, you'd use more tech, you know, more
No tech here.
thermometers, more whatever.
No tech here at all.
After a bit on the broiler, all of the steaks got brushed with some butter, and while they finished cooking, I got a chance to talk with Chef Samir a little bit more. Now, something I just couldn't help but notice during our talk was how much detail went into every part of this operation, from each individual steak being carefully
Wait a minute, you're
selected
marinating
to
the
the
steak.
credit
Didn't you
being
just say
given
just
to
salt and
everyone
pepper?
else in the kitchen. The main thing I took away from this is that
Yo,
Chef
he
Samir
lied, bro.
really wants to give people a dining experience they'll never forget.
He marinated the
Did you
steak.
say y'all make the best steaks in Dallas? Or is that too? I don't want to
For
start
his
any...
experiments, he also just uses basic seasoning, salt, garlic powder, and pepper. The experiment is usually the star of Fuga. Ah, I see.
drama.
You're only as good as the people around you. I have amazing people around me.
That's awesome.
But I feel like you can have like really good seasoning with these kinds of steaks. Maybe you can like mix in with like Well, I'm thinking from the Hispanic side of things. At the end of the day, to mix it in like to have a nice, good, rich flavor in it.
Once the steaks were ready to go, it was finally time for me to make my way into their beautiful dining room.
All right, everyone. The food has been served, and this looks
Godly
absolutely
Jesus.
gorgeous. So first things first, right here we got the tomahawk. This is the one that I salted. Hopefully I did okay on that.
Next, we have the bone-in filet mignon, a bone-in New York strip, and finally, one of their fancier cuts called the Chateaubriand.
Jesus fucking Christ! All of that, holy cow, that is expensive. Our steaks don't need anything. Starts putting salt, pepper, and butter.
Obviously, we couldn't eat just meat, and they were very nice enough to bring out a few sides. We got some asparagus over here, and right here, we got some fries, which look absolutely gorgeous. Since there is so much food, I cannot eat this alone, which is why I brought some friends. Over here, we got Jim. Everybody knows Jim. The moms in the comments love Jim. And over here, this is my friend Shane. He also has a YouTube channel, and he's done like a full documentary on Nick and Sam in specific that is way more in-depth than anything I could ever do. Now, I know I've said this already, but I am here before the restaurant is even open, which is why
that's
there is
crazy.
nobody behind us.
Throw some
Normally, it is
oregano
so busy, this
on
place is
that bitch.
popping. So getting to eat here like
You got
this
to
is
split the bill
absolutely
smart.
insane.
Yeah,
Thank you
those
to Nick and
those
Sam
two
for
also
letting
help
us
pay
do
the
this.
bill.
Now that I've said all that, are y'all excited to eat?
Oh my god, yes, yes.
Now, since this is the one I seasoned, I gotta start with the tomahawk. So first things first, we're gonna get this off the bone. Once it's off the bone, we're gonna slice this thing right through the middle. Let's check it out. Is this a good medium rare?
Well, kind of spoil it over there.
Oh my lord, that looks beautiful. All right, boys,
Well,
cheers.
for these kinds of steaks, you really want the natural flavor, or what they say, the umami taste. I don't know. I feel like I need to buy 2 steaks or so. I need to buy 2 steaks so I can do one with like a flavored one, and then like the with my experimentation of cooking, and then another one just normal salt and pepper, and see which one is the better one, to be honest. If I ever get a horror fan, I'll take her to the Cheesecake Factory for real. That's a thing. I didn't even know that's a thing. What, they sell just cheesecakes only? Are they excited
Dear
to
God,
pay?
that might be the
Tomahawk
best piece of
steak?
meat I've ever put in my mouth.
Stream your cooking code. Buy me the camera. Buy me the green screen. Buy me a kitchen. What else? Buy me the kitchen utensils. Buy me the seasoning, and then you're good.
I gotta stop with this. All right, Shane, since you've eaten here plenty of times,
Buy me all of that,
how did I do
Uncle,
on the
and
seasoning?
I'll do it
I'm
for
not
you.
lying, you actually did a pretty good job.
I'll do it for everybody
Comparison's
here.
actually pretty close. I would
Yes.
say I'm proud of you, man.
Hey,
You're saying
Yoda.
I could work here?
Well, I don't know if you could, I don't know if you could work
You
here.
think I'm gonna cook in my kitchen that literally is not the best kitchen to cook in, and to stream as well? You're crazy.
But you could salt the steaks, that's for sure. Also, the cut of meat is like incredible. So I feel like you sort of had the upper hand in that
Whoa,
scenario.
whoa.
That's what I'm saying. I'm never gonna do a cooking stream until way far off in the future. So,
We're gonna leave it at I seasoned it real good. Jim, what are your thoughts?
if I show you a picture of my kitchen, you're going to be like, "Yeah, you're correct, Nyaru. This is probably not the kitchen you should be cooking in." Then I'm gonna be like, "Exactly, okay." Getting interrupted when literally my mom does not work anymore, okay? Getting interrupted in the kitchen by my mom and talking to a camera to a bunch of random people, she's gonna start raising an eyebrow. Next thing is my 2 older brothers that are gonna come into the kitchen while I'm cooking this shit at the same time. Not a good thing, okay? I swear to God,
Wow,
this
there's
guy,
nothing
Uncle
really
never understands.
much else
I
to
swear.
say. I mean, I did like the
Jesus.
natural juices on it. That was really, really good.
So the next one we're gonna try is the Chateaubriand.
Now, from what I was told, this
mama
is
gonna make an
a
appearance
highly
in a second.
prized and expensive cut of steak.
Just tell her it's the
because it
voices
comes
in
from
your
the
head
center
you are
of the beef
speaking to.
tenderloin. Only 2 tenderloins exist
This
per
guy.
cow, which makes this cut extremely exclusive.
This is one of my favorite cuts of all time, and I've only had it here because I don't think they do it at a lot of places. But man, it's so good.
It all depends how you
I've never
cook them.
had
Google
this
loves
at
to
all, so
grill
I don't know what
his
to
steaks
expect.
with
So
charcoal
what I
because
like
that
about
that
this
adds
cut
flavor
is you
too.
get the tenderness
I
of a
see.
fillet, but with the bone in, it adds this like
Nah, mine's
extra
asleep
kind
right
of
now. Leave
smoky
her out of
element, and
this.
you still kind of
Never.
get that like beefy flavor that
Someone
you get
marry
from like,
Co
a
and
little
get her a
extra
new
like
kitchen.
bone
I'm
marrow
gonna get your
in it.
mom a new
It's
kitchen
literally
in a
like butter.
second.
There it is, the classic Jim
I'll
nod.
make you pay
Everything
it.
that Shane said. 'Cause I wouldn't be able to say it. Hold on. I mean, you talk about something that melts in your mouth. This steak's amazing. You were right, Shane.
The fact that it melts in your mouth and it's like a leaner cut is crazy. All right, now it's my turn. The boys have been hyping this up. I've never had this before, so I'm curious. The camera's real far back, but cheers. What is going on? That is crazy. The char on it too is insane. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. Feels like smokiness, savoriness. Oh my Lord.
Next, we tried the bone-in New York strip, which I found out was Jim's favorite cut of steak.
I've never had a New York strip like this.
Is that the best New York strip you've ever had?
Hands down. No joke.
Jim don't even want to film. He just want to eat right now.
That was so good.
We all managed to
Dude,
run
I
into each
expected the
other.
tomahawk to be
My
my
kitchen
favorite,
is small.
but this New York strip is insane.
And last but not least, the bone-in filet mignon.
I understand the price tag now. So I think I get it.
Not only were the steaks absolutely fantastic, the sides they brought out were perfect too. Even after we were full, it was hard to stop eating. So I'm officially done with my meal at Nick and Sam's. And if it wasn't obvious enough, that was one of the most luxurious meals I think I've had in my entire life. Not to mention being in there before the restaurant is even open. That was crazy. I've never done anything like that. Now that I've experienced all 3 levels of steak, it's about time I tell y'all which one I found the most worth it. Going into this,
second one.
I honestly
It's gonna
thought
be
that
the
there would
second
be
one.
a super obvious answer. But after trying each level, from the steak being fuel to get work done, one that's great for a night out, to a steak dinner I'll never forget. It's clear that each of these steaks have evolved to fit very different purposes. So,
I honestly can't make a decision right now since I've tried them all. But which one was the most worth it to you?
Could have at least chose one, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop being so indecisive, man. Come on, man. We all know which one's your favorite one. We all know which one's your favorite one. Honestly, I'm watching this while eating instant ramen. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll get to cook my my steaks one of these days. It's because I want to cook them or so on, like, to do a stream or so with them. But then also I want to cook them or so to try them, to like kind of like experiment on them. I know he would choose the Nick and Sam's. He probably might, actually, to be honest. He might will, actually. He just doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to say. He wants to be the good boy. He wants to be the good boy. But we all know for a fact which one he chooses. I don't have a grill. None of my brothers have a grill or anything. We have like a. We have what is it? We have this. This is what we got. We got this little tiny dinky dink. That's what we got. So that's our grill. Yeah, this little dinky dink. It's like 1 foot, like 2 feet tall. I'll ship you my grill and smoke. It's like really small. It's like really small. Timu grill. Shut the fuck up. Don't make fun of my dinky grill. It gets the job done, okay? It makes the carne asada well. So fancy. Yeah, it costs us $20. Actually, it was free 99 because they gift that to us. I've created right from a campfire. Shut the fuck up. I make fun of my grill. Fuck you guys. This is why you guys are never getting a cooking stream. Anyways, that's the end of the video. What a good video at the end of the day. We all know which one he chooses, though. Let's not beat around the bush here. We know which one he chooses.